Get your free copy of the complete tutorial at www.teachucomp.com/free.
The Magic Wand tool allows you to select a consistently colored area or region in the image without having to manually trace its outline by hand. To use this tool, click the Magic Wand tool in the Tools palette. It's right over here and it looks just like it sounds, a magic wand. In the options bar, set the standard selection options as you desire. We're going to create a new selection, so we'll leave it right there. After that, however, we have some other settings. And first, we have the tolerance setting. Here, you can enter any value from 0 to 255 into this box. A lower number will select colors in the image that are very similar to the pixels that you click in the image. A higher number will select a broader range of similar colored pixels in the image. Now, to define the selection that you make as having smooth curves versus a jagged edge, you check, of course, the Anti-Alias checkbox. You can also select the Contiguous checkbox to select only pixels in the tolerance range specified that are touching the pixels that you actually click. The All Layers or Sample All Layers checkbox, if that's selected, then the Magic Wand tool will select the color clicked in all of the layers. If unchecked, it will select pixels of the color you select in the selected layer only. This particular image, we're dealing with just a single background layer, so we'll go ahead and leave that unchecked. Now we want to select our white flower. We're going to leave the tolerance set pretty low. We're going to leave it set at 20, and the reason for that is that there are a lot of pixels in the outside of the flower that are very similar to the white in the flower. And so we don't want to select those. We're going to leave that tolerance set very low. We're also going to leave the contiguous checked because we only want to select pixels that are touching where we actually click. So once we have our settings set, you just hold the Magic Wand tool over the color that you want to select in the image and give it a click. Let's see what happens. We'll go down here and give it a click. Now all pixels within the tolerance range specified are going to be selected. If the contiguous checkbox is checked, then only the pixels that are within the tolerance range specified and adjacent to the pixels that you clicked will be selected. So, as we make that selection, we can see we want to add to that selection. Can we just click over here? Well, no, we can't. Remember, we have to go up to the options bar, click Add to Selection, and then we'll click all the way around our image. Now, what happens if we get down here and we select too much? We make a mistake, we can go back up here and say subtract from selection and give a click back in there to deselect that part. Of course, we could also just click undo until we get the selection that we want. Now, after making your selection, you can refine the edge of your selection by clicking Refine Edge up in the options bar. In the Refine Edge dialog box, you use the sliders to adjust the edge by choosing Smooth, which removes jagged edges, Feather, which softens the selection edge by blurring it, or Contract and Expand, which will increase or decrease the selection edge. You'll be able to see what adjusting the sliders does to your selection. And then when you're done, you simply click, of course, OK. So we could select Refine Edge. We'll move this out of the way just a little bit. We could smooth it out a little bit if we want. We could change the feathering. You'll see what that does. We want to move that back. You can expand, kind of subtle there, or you can contract all the way and you'll see what that does. But after you make your selections, then you just click OK and you have your selection done.
Like what you see? Pick up your free copy of the complete tutorial at www.teachucomp.com/free.